Hello, namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. There's so much talk of artificial intelligence, how it's changing the workplace and education and businesses. But what about wars? How can tools like ChatGPT be used for military purposes? The Pentagon held a special meeting to explore. We'll tell you about it. Also, what the pitfalls of fighting wars with robots are. Is this a scenario that we are ready for? In China, Xi Jinping is on a new mission, armed companies, militias for private businesses. We'll explain. In India, the Prime Minister of Greece is visiting. We'll tell you what's on the agenda. In the US, Donald Trump has compared himself to Alexei Navalny. A court has ruled that frozen embryos are children. What does it mean for IVF? Is it still legally viable then? In Guinea, the military has dissolved the government and sealed borders. Also, the story of the youngest chess player to beat a grandmaster, 8-year-old Ashwath Kaushik. The link between obesity and mental health and why it's a crisis that cannot be ignored anymore, plus a special interview on the show. All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Amid the diplomatic row between Brazil and Israel over the Gaza war, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken meets Brazilian President Lula da Silva. President Lula had compared US ally Israel's Gaza offensive to the Holocaust. In response, an angry Israel declared Lula as persona non grata. Iran invites the chief of the International Atomic Energy Agency to visit in May. Since 2021, the UN agency has struggled to carry out inspections on Iran's nuclear program. Tehran denies it wants to make nuclear weapons, but efforts to restore the 2015 nuclear deal remain in limbo. Sri Lanka repaying its oil debt to Iran with tea. Cash-strapped Colombo has exported tea worth $20 million to Tehran. Sri Lanka's total oil debt to Iran is $251 million. The tea for oil deal was agreed upon in December 2021, but exports have been delayed due to Colombo's economic crisis. In India, the opposition India bloc finalizes its seat-sharing pact for Uttar Pradesh. The state has 80 Lok Sabha seats. The Congress party will contest from 17 seats, the Samajwadi Party from the remaining 63. This is the first major seat-sharing deal to be sealed by the opposition ahead of the general election. And trouble for food giant Nestle. Consumer watchdog Food Watch has filed a complaint accusing Nestle of fraudulently treating water for its top mineral water brands like Perrier and Vittel. Last month, a probe found that 30% of mineral water sold in France was unfit for drinking.